Today, I want to tell you a story that happened with one of the students in my art classes to talk about the power of identity in children and how we adults, parents, and teachers are responsible for their misbehavior. Rita is a student of mine since she was 3 years old. Now she's 9 and is in the 4th grade. When she joined my art classes, she was just wanting to explore all the things around her. And I remember quite a few times where all of a sudden her table was a huge mess. And instead of painting, she was actually playing with water and paints, mixing everything up. But that experimentation was very important to her because with time she figured out the materials and the ways she likes to use them best. And today she's focused on what she wants to do during classes, which, by the way, are free art classes, meaning children do everything they want. And I talked about this with her mother, who's a teacher in the school, and praised Rita's attitude, remembering those early moments as an opportunity to grow and evolve in such a different way. It's like she needed to test things out first to figure out the path. And she's not the only one. Children who are able to be free when they are younger find their path sooner, whereas children who are not able to explore are often blocked. This year, Rita came to my art classes with 2 other colleagues, Fred and John, and invariably there's always some friction between them. But I usually make clear to them that we need to behave in a way we do not harm each other nor the class. I took Rita and Fred outside the other day and put them talking with each other for 1 or 2 minutes to express what they were feeling inside. For me, the case was closed. I don't give my students space to argue and complain. If there is a question to be solved, we immediately focus on finding a solution that fits for all as quickly as possible. Things need to keep going, and the other 20 to 30 students demand a supportive and engaging environment. In the next class, I asked Fred if things went out well with Rita, and he told me they talked during the week and everything was going just fine. As soon as Rita entered the class, came to tell me that she was changing the day she was coming to the art classes because she couldn't be with John in the same class. Astonished, I asked why, and she told me her mother had decided that way. I was like, what? Wasn't it supposed to be Fred? Now it's John? Oh God. But I had to start classes and I could not talk to her any longer. As I was starting out, their elementary teacher, who had never been to our classes, came to talk to me. I thought she was paying us a visit, but no. She came to tell me Rita's colleagues complained about her behavior in my class. To a point, she took the initiative to talk to Rita's mother, and she decided to change the day Rita was coming to the art class. Bang! There it was, the resolution. Then the teacher turned to me and said in a severe tone, "You have to have them under strict control," as she was in a battlefield, talking about her enemy. Calmly, I turned to her and said, "Excuse me? I don't have to control any of my students. Each child is responsible to manage her own behavior, and they know exactly what they need to be in order to attend the art class. What I do know is that this was by far the day where Rita and John had the worst behavior ever. To a point, I took the 2 and said, 'Your teacher came in telling me you misbehave, and actually I defended you. Do you want her to be right about you too?' What is your choice? And the thing is, these children just adopted the conduct according to what adults were labeling them. This is the power of mindset plus the spoken word. Pay attention to this. In my class, everything was solved. I have absolutely no complaint about these children. But other colleagues went to talk to the elementary teacher. Their mindset and spoken word came into play. On the other hand, the teacher had preconceived ideas about them, and in her mind, she received the complaints without questioning them and went to talk to Rita's mother. Once again, the mindset plus the spoken word came into play. In this case, the teachers. Then came Rita's mother. Again, preconcessions and punishment. Mindset plus the spoken word. Otherwise, she wouldn't have changed her child's schedule. And you know what? This doesn't really solve the problem because they are not giving children the responsibility and the confidence they need to adjust and change what is not serving them as well. I'll talk about this later on. What I want you to realize is that children adopt the behavior according to what adults are labeling them. Because, and this is crucial, they start to believe in what the significant adults in their life are saying about them. If a mother or a teacher is saying to a child that she's mean and misbehaves, who is she to question them, at least till teenage years? And when a child believes she misbehaves, she then starts to identify with that and act accordingly. Nothing can stand against identity. So, pay close attention to what you think about your children and what you say out loud. These can turn into a belief and form an identity. What is counterintuitive is that often we parents and teachers, we reap what we sow without being aware of that. Grab the sources I've got for you in the description below, where you can change your mindset by commanding your thoughts, manage your emotions, and master your communication. This will move you from a place of stress, overwhelmness, and lack of control to a place of peace, true connection, and joy when dealing with your children. To your success, Isa.